Hi everybody, and welcome to Jimmy Draws Art. I'm Jimmy Dragon, and today we're going to be getting into this. Let's do this. Okay, welcome back. Here we are with Jazza's Pro Artist series, from Spectrum Noir, the Illustrators collection. So let's go ahead and crack this guy open, and oh yeah, that's lovely. You probably saw at the beginning I did the quick unboxing of the packaging, and I got these little beard stickers. Stick a beard on him now if you wanted to, because you know he's apparently growing a beard, so whatever. Whatever, this is pretty cool. So there we are, the Illustrator by Spectrum Noir. These are the 26 piece. It's actually 24 markers along with 2 trays in there. So, and what do we got here? We got these are the pack of his artwork. Crack those open. Tell you the truth, I am probably going to use a few of these, especially for this video. I think I'm going to go ahead and color one of these drawings. This is the basic blending card, as he calls it. Just looks like very good paper, so we'll go ahead and give this a try too. What do we got here? So we got color pencils, which are a little hard to get. There we go. Yeah, there you go. The color pencils are pretty cool. The Pro Artist 6-piece multi-liner set with the brush pen that he is so happy with. We're going to have to try these out too, I guess. And you get a nice little white eraser. I got plenty of these, actually, to be honest with you. And we got 2 pencils here, HB and a 2B pencil. To be honest with you, I have used these pencils before, but I tend to go more towards the harder leads, actually, when it comes to sketching out my sketches. So that's the quick unboxing of Jazza's Pro Artist series. So if you really want to actually check this out more in detail, go to Jazza's channel. He's definitely gone through this with a lot more detail. I really can't wait to get into these. This is exactly how I work. To be completely honest with you, I mostly work with the markers and the fine liners. I only recently started working with colored pencils in my work. Only because, you know, I've been waiting on a brand I actually like. I do enjoy using my Prismacolors, but I was kind of thinking to myself that maybe I should probably find something else. So hopefully Spectrum Noir is the answer. I really can't wait to use these. So let's crack these open and let's see what we can do with them. I was thinking of using one of Jazza's line arts first and seeing what we can do with that. So let's pick one and let's get to work. Well, for the drawing, I decided to pick the merman, sea creatures picture. Honestly, I don't know what they are called. I never seen them on the channel, but I really like the way these two look. It's also, I think, seems to be one of the easiest ones to color right now. There are others I wanted to try, but I think I will try those at a later time. Right now, I feel that this one is the winner. So what do I have to say about this one? Overall, I liked how this coloring job turned out in the end. I was very pleased with the colors I chose. Honestly, working with just these 24 colors is a bit more challenging than I thought. I wanted to mostly use blues and greens, seeing that these two are sea creatures. So the color choices were a bit limited, but I tried to experiment and I layered the ice grays with the blues, and I came out with a different color of blue. I was really impressed. Well, I have done this with other markers before, but not to this extreme in a picture. Layering the greens were even more of a challenge. I only had 2 greens, and the one green I was using was the lightest green. Well, now that I think of it as I do this voiceover, I should have took the lightest blue and the lightest yellow and probably might have made a lighter green. But maybe I will try that in the next coloring. But overall, in the end, I think the color blend pencils saved me with the green areas of this coloring. And I think it was pretty fun trying to render out the magic orb energy ball the mermaid is casting. At least I think that's what she was doing. The area between her hands were blank, and I felt something needed to go there. So she is casting her spell. So overall, I do like this coloring. I think that these markers are a joy to use. I wish I would have gotten his original box that had his first set of markers in it. That was only 12 markers, but he chose other colors in that set that are not in this set. Maybe I can find out what markers they were and order them from Spectrum Noir. I do like these markers, but they are not easy for me to find where I live. If I needed to get a couple of colors, I would have to order them online, and apparently shipping to Canada is a bit expensive from their website. I need to order a lot if I want a discount on that. I do like them, and I will have to see what I can do. So everyone, I had a blast using these markers. They're pretty nice to use, actually. As you can see from the drawing here that I have, it went pretty well, I think, right? Also, you may have noticed while I was in the process of drawing the drawing, I got a haircut. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since I drew this. You know, life gets in the way sometimes, so what can I say? So I think for my next drawing, I'm going to go ahead and use the blending card and make my own drawing. Let's use these markers and more. A blank blending card. Let's get to work, shall we? Okay, let's get into this drawing here. I think I have decided to name this picture Allison. She looks like an Allison, I think. Funny way how I name my pictures. After I am done with them, I take a good look at the finished work, and if it's a random girl I have used, I use the first name that pops into my head. So in this case, it's Allison. Okay, so introduction taken care of. Let's get into the drawing that I'm doing here. So let's start off with the pencils that came with the box. I usually use a 4H pencil when I sketch my drawings. I like using the 4H pencil because the harder the lead, the easier it is to erase the pencils. I have a heavy hand when it comes to my drawing and writing, or anything that uses a writing utensil. It's a bad habit, I know. So when I saw that the pencils that were included in the box were softer leads, I was a little disappointed. However, as I started to use the pencils, I felt that it was a nice pencil. I was mainly using the HB pencil included in the box. The only complaint I had with the HB pencil, since it is a softer pencil than what I'm used to working with, it was smearing a bit on the page as my palm was brushing along the page. This wasn't that big of a deal though. Okay, but the eraser that came with the box, it's just a basic plastic eraser. Nothing to write home about. If you used one, you have pretty much used them all. But with this drawing, I did stray away from the materials in the box to my needed eraser. I use this eraser to dim the lines a bit so I can apply the line art a bit better and cleaner. It's what I do. So sorry that I went to another supply not included in this box, but I had to. Using the white eraser is not ideal for this situation. Now let's get into these fine liners. Oh my goodness, these are nice pens, especially that brush pen. Okay Jazza, you might be right about this pen. It's a great pen to work with. I think the brush has a nice flexibility to it. It's not too firm and it's not too floppy like some brushes are. I have two other pens that I use regularly in the brush department. One is a Kuretake pen that is a brush pen and yet it's not. It's weird, but it's true. It's not a brush but some kind of plastic nib, and it acts like a very firm brush pen. The second I use is a Bimoji brush pen. It's a very soft brush and it pretty much acts like a paintbrush in most ways. The Spectrum Noir brush pen is a great middle brush. It's not too firm and not too soft. It's definitely in the middle and I like it. As for the coloring, just like the last drawing I colored, these markers are a joy to use. They are nice and easy to use. However, I have noticed that my sky blue marker seems to be losing its ink pretty fast. I know I used a lot of blue in the last drawing, but I don't think that it should be getting low so quickly. I don't know, maybe I'll give the markers a break for a few days before I go back to them. But yes, these markers are very nice to use. And for the color blend pencils, I am getting the hang of these pencils. They make a piece of art look finished. They really make the colors pop from the page. I really do like them. I tried to use other brands of pencils like the Staedtler brand pencils, but those were a letdown. I like the Prismacolor pencils too. As I use some of these pencils, I am concerned about the white in this color blend set. It seems to not really want to go down on the page so well. It must be though. The wax on the pencil is going down. But it doesn't become visible unless you are on a really dark area like the red of her bow on this drawing. It shows up there and a little on the blue of her shirt, but anywhere else it looks like nothing is happening. I think the Prismacolor white seems to have more pigment for that. I'm not sure. Okay, overall I really do enjoy this box. This has been a heck of a lot of fun to do and use. Anyway, I hope you like Allison here. She has been a lot of fun to draw. So that was my drawing of Allison here. And of course I also had fun doing this one as well too. Well, here we are again. And as you can see, another day has passed. But I wanted to bring up a few things actually. I wanted to show the brush pens that I use, because the Spectrum Noir brush is a very nice brush. All I have to say is Jazza is pretty much right about this thing. This is a very nice brush. Definitely can't complain about this one. This is my normal go-to brush pen that I use. It is my Kiratake brush pen that I said isn't a brush pen, but it works like a brush pen. It's really interesting. I really enjoy using this one a lot too, and I think I will continue to use this one too, but it is a very nice brush pen if you want a very firm brush pen experience. And my final brush pen that I want to show is my Bimoji brush pen. This one is the one that's the very flexible tip. This one works really nicely if you really are looking for an actual paintbrush experience. So that was my adventure of Jazza's Pro Artist series. I had a lot of fun using this stuff, and I think I will go ahead and continue to use this in the future. Alright, you made it to the end of the video. So thank you very much for getting this far. Be sure to hit that like button, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. I'm always making more content like this. So with that said, thank you for getting this far, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.